Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I just thought I'd do a very quick fig video on initial winter maintenance. We're now well into December now, and you can see the last season's crops. These were the these would be main crops if we had a warmer climate, but obviously here nothing happens to them, they dry out at the end of the year. And the best thing to do with these is to remove them from the plant. You can always see this one's gone mouldy, and that can cause problems with the plant. So now these figs have dried out, you can see they would never produce fruits in this country because the stems are completely dried out. So these are dried out figs and cannot survive the winter. The best thing to do with these is simply to remove them, put them in your composting bin. They won't survive the winter, they won't produce fruits next year unless, not easy to do one-handed, unless you've got a greenhouse which you heated, it might be possible to get these fruits to survive and possibly fruit, but it's not really a one-handed job. I should be doing these with secateurs. Yeah, not easy to give a demonstration, but you can normally just break them off with your fingers. There we are. Gives you some idea. Some of them will have a little bit of sap on them still, so mind out because I'm getting that sap on there. Some people are very allergic to that, so it's good to give your hands a good wash afterwards. But you pick these off, and if you have any embryo figs, can't see any on this particular plant, but the ones that survive and form the brabers next year would normally be sitting in the leaf axils at the end of the stems. This plant didn't grow much, so it probably hasn't got any brabers, but where they would normally would be somewhere like this, and they'll be smaller than peas, and they're the ones that will survive the winter and give you early season crops next year. I will better show you on another plant if I've got any brabers what they actually look like. In fact, I'll walk over to my large one over here and see. Yeah, this is a perfect example. This one here, which is a little bit out of focus, I don't know if I can get it to focus or not. That one there, and probably this one here, these are embryo figs that will survive the cold winter here, and they should produce your braber or early spring crops next year. There's another example of one here. These are very small. They're barely recognisable as figs, but they're not actually the same as growth buds. So these were the ones you'll see swell up in the spring and should produce your early season crops. But these, no use at all. They won't survive the winter, and all that happens is they risk going mouldy. They'll go mouldy and they'll end up causing disease on your plant. So the best thing to do is to get rid of them. Now, I normally do them in December. Get rid of the lot. I said, wear gloves if you're sensitive to fig sap, because it is an irritant. Although it's more of a problem in summer when there's a lot of sap and it gets onto your skin in the sun, and it can cause real problems. But it shouldn't be a problem for me this time of year. But it's quite sticky, the sap. So I'm just going to throw these in my little compost bag that's going to be thrown away. And I'll carry on doing this. I'm not going to make the video any longer because it's boring to watch picking off loads of figs, but that's maintenance that I would normally do once the trees are fully dormant. There's a couple more over there which I'll have to get around and do later, and that just gives your plant a little bit of protection from the risk of mould developing. So thanks for watching the video, much appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you'd like updates on new videos as they come out. And I'll catch up with you on the next video. Brett out for now.